At the University of Georgia Concussion Research Lab, researchers are learning about concussions and the biomechanics that go along with them, splitting the lab into two parts.
There's co-directors that oversee both labs. They both oversee both labs.
So I kind of discovered athletic training through the military. And athletic training took me on the path I am now started to learn about concussions and was fascinated by them and decided that studying them was what I wanted to do.
Touch another object.
Part of what they do at the lab is help to identify concussions for athletes and the regular student body alike.
We see athletes for baseline testing, which is when they're healthy, they get to the university, we do some tests with them. If they happen to get injured, they return to our lab. We do basically the same tests at several time points after the injury, and then we work with the sports medicine staff and the physicians to safely get them back on the field.
They are also conducting research on the effects of concussions, including those involving driver impairment.
We looked at reaction time and whether people with a concussion and people without a concussion react differently, or if one reacts slower, and we didn't see any changes, but it was a relatively small data set.
They have, however, seen some issues with lane deviation after an injury.
Subtracting by 7 from a number.
For Rob, it's students like Julia and like Kayla, who is teaching a concussion study technique to her class, who enable the lab to succeed.
Allie, all right.
We take a very team approach, and our lab would be nothing without all those people.
There's still a lot of work to do, but with more funding on the way, the goal is in sight.
The overall, emphasis that we have is on improving sport safety and improving this kind of culture around sport where, if you have a brain injury, it's okay to tell somebody, it's okay to get help. We'll work with you to get you back as quickly but as safely as possible.
Will Hopkins, Grady Newsource.